Yes, guy, you know who she is because she's back at Olympia. I say back at Olympia. Come on, we all knew it was gonna happen, but now
Oh,
I've watched your latest video. Anyway, look, it's Missy Truscott, three-time fitness Olympia champion. I heard your last video with the partner. You should be five. And of course, going to make her pro debut in Olympia in the figure division after taking a win at Tupelo. Missy, how you doing?
that's correct. And thank you. What an introduction. Yeah, I am so over the moon of winning the Tupelo Pro. It was a tough lineup. Figure is a way different animal than fitness. All of the ladies are amazing. Everyone's physique is so different. But it was really cool to stand next to some top girls and get compared. So I had a great time.
I remember at the start of the week, literally like all the media outlets, because we weren't aware there was a live stream. It wasn't announced yet. So all the media outlets were kind of putting posts up. Anybody have a show could give me any footage of Missy Truscott. Everyone's asking for it because we all want to see that first time we see Missy walks out and hitting some figure poses. We're all excited. But look, before I get into that, when I spoke to you last, there was a question I was supposed to ask you, and I completely forgot. And I was saying to myself, I'm going to ask you it straight away off the bat. I know you're a WWE fan.
Oh
I see.
yeah.
I saw because I saw obviously see the picture that you were over SmackDown. Who's on your WWE Mount Rushmore? Four names.
Wow. Oh gosh, this is tough. Okay. So I'm gonna have to say Shawn Michaels.
And I tell you what, for each one, just give me little reasons why.
So Shawn Michaels, because when I was little, he was like just the man I looked up to. He was like just so over the top and he was like that bad boy. But I loved his whole attitude and especially in that era, the attitude era. I can remember being like like 8 years old doing like the suck it at school. Like it just so bad. But like
Yeah.
that's how we grew up. So definitely Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker for sure, and the Undertaker Canada that my parents took me to. And The Undertaker actually, I think he was fighting Kane.
Okay.
Um, anyways, he came through the audience, and my grandfather was in a wheelchair at the time. And I remember the Undertaker like hitting Kane, and he's like, "Hey, watch the old guy in the wheelchair." And I was just like, "Oh my God!" Like he recognized my grandpa. Like, so the Undertaker, and then female wise, like it's got to be Charlotte Flair. She is just someone I look up to completely. Her and I have had a similar injury. We connect on Instagram, which is amazing. And then Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy Time,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
another freaking bombshell. She's taking the WWE by storm. She's just such a superstar. So that would be my four uh, top wrestlers. Oh, and John Cena. I gotta put John Cena.
Period. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, basically my Mount Rushmore is, but I always look at everyone always looks at their time they got to wrestling. Like people could say easy to say like Hulk Hogan or Bret Hart, but that wasn't in my period. My period was The Rock, Jeff Hardy,
Oh yeah.
um, Kurt Angle, and John Cena. They're my four. And then if I had to put a female in there as well, I mean, right now, I mean, just Rhea Ripley is just absolutely rioting through everything. She's operating a whole another level.
Oh my gosh. Did you know that she is the sixth highest paid WWE superstar?
I did not know that. No, did you? Have you watched the you must have watched the Unreal documentary, right? On Netflix.
I'm on like episode 5. Yeah.
Oh, mate, how have we not binged it? Oh, it's brilliant. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so good.
but look, okay, that's less of WWE. I wanted to get out of the way because I needed to know my answer. But look, pro figure, you're over Olympia. I have to ask. Obviously, we knew about this. It's been there for a while, but very few. as you can say, they've got legacy, and you've got legacy. Yeah, you've got you look. I mean, look at the trophy set behind you. You've got three Olympia medals. You've got a legacy there in fitness, and then of course you announced you're going to go into figure. What was the reason behind making that transition, knowing that you I don't want to say your legacy is at risk, but it really isn't. You know, it's like anything. You've got more to gain to try and be a two-time double division Olympia champion. But you're making that transition. What was the thought process in going ahead and doing that?
Yeah, so I was, competing as a fitness competitor since 2009. So a long time. And it got to the point where, after my knee injury, I had already proven to myself that I'm the best, No one was beating me. It wasn't a challenge anymore. Um, I really wasn't enjoying the preps as much as I used to. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. Even if you look back like at my costumes and all of the work that goes into it, from the training to the creativity behind it, I guess I just lost like the fire, and I wanted to have a new challenge. And um also my body wants to grow. Like when I was competing in fitness, I was like 125 pounds, very small, very small. And I kept getting judges' feedback saying, hey, you got to downsize, you got to downsize. And I'm like a 36-year-old woman, like my body is bigger, and I just feel so much more healthier in the figure division. I can train hard. I don't have to do as much cardio. Obviously, I'm still doing cardio, but it's not 2 hours a day because, I would have to be a certain weight so I could do all those flipping and push-ups and all of that type of stuff. Um, so I just feel like 100 times healthier. And I am so glad I made the switch. And it's literally been like this. Like my life, um, my relationship with my husband, just everything now is finally like going up. So I'm so happy about that.
The one thing I will say, everyone, is I always recommend. I mean, look, I always take some clips from your YouTube because really, you are the most active female IFBB pro on the YouTube scene, really, because but you're always putting out content. You always keep it authentic. You're putting out loads of stuff on, so I can't wait to see what you're putting out lead up to Olympia. However, the most recent video, I watched it, and you did state that. I remember there was one bit where you like, oh, there's a post where you and Jess. I was like, oh yeah, I remember doing that post, and you were like, okay, my goal was to get to Olympia, and that's it. Now I can enjoy it.
Yes.
And even your husband said, I don't believe you'll win it this year. 2026 is the year. So with that in mind. Surely as well, going Olympia, you would love to have the opportunity to stand next to Lola, Jess, Rhea, where these names are going to be the first call out. So is there an element where you are hoping to try and challenge for a first call out so you get to stand next to the favorites?
Oh yeah, of course. So yeah, Tupelo was a great showing for me. Um, I feel like my coach really nailed what we needed to nail. And then we are also going to go into the Sasquatch in 5 weeks.
Yes.
So he'll have another opportunity to peak me, learn a bit more from my body. But yeah, Rhea winning Texas, that was a stacked lineup. She had some tough competition there. Jessica at the Masters Olympia, it wasn't deep at all. Of course, she was going to win. Um, and then Lola winning Pittsburgh, like that was a stacked lineup. That is, Lola to me is the favorite going into this year's Olympia. I know everyone's saying Jessica, and I heard on a podcast she said her name's already on the trophy. She's working harder than everyone, and I do believe that. Yes, but yes, we all are, and you know, uh, it's whoever shows up best that day. And what I'm learning in the figure division, there is a lot of variables going on. I think Jessica competes too much. That could do her a disservice. Lola has had a very good break. Rhea has, just done Texas and coming off of a major win there. Who knows? Jessica might keep competing until Olympia. We don't know, but she says her name's on that trophy, so we'll see. But I'm going to give her a run for her money, and I know all the other girls are too. So she's got tough competition this year.
Look, there's no doubt about it. There's some serious competition. Nobody should be sleeping on Lola because she looked absolutely amazing at Pittsburgh. I mean,
Yes.
talking about the Olympia, I know obviously, like I said, I refer everyone to check out your YouTube channel, especially when the most recent one, which was a look back at the show you just won, and obviously look ahead at for Olympia. Do you believe you can challenge for the Olympia title in 2025, or do you think that is a step too far at the moment?
Yeah, of course. I definitely believe I will be in that first call out. We have 8 weeks to get better. And I know with my body, as I keep prepping and dieting down, and especially with Dom, I mean, he is a wizard when it comes to peaking. Like I am just so glad I made the switch and I'm in his hands now because he has some like elite athletes and just what he did with me, like little tweaks here and there, and my body comes to life. And man, I have nothing but the most respect for Dom. So we're gonna do some damage at this year's Olympia. And yeah, of course, I definitely want to be in that first call out. And I believe I will be. I'm working my ass off to get there. But we know it's just figure is tough. And the one thing with the Olympia, the pre-judges in the morning, and then we have the night show. So that's what my body's used to, waking up early, peaking for pre-judge, and then doing the finals at night. So I know a lot of these girls have way more experience than me in figure, but I am not new to the Olympia stage and under those lights. So I'm ready. I'm ready for battle.
I tell you what, the crowd would erupt if your name was called out to go in between Jess and Lola. Oh my God, that's it. That's the stuff that goes viral because they're the shots you want to see when you're looking at absolute icons. I I was going to ask as well then, because we're talking about the fact that you believe he can challenge as well the top girls and get that first call out. Do you believe that you have anything in these early stages of your pro figure career? Do you believe that you have anything that could give you the edge over the figure girls? Because obviously previously the fitness, you had so much in your arsenal that
Yeah.
really other girls struggled to compete against you against. Now you're up against the girls that are more seasoned figure competitors, but you're no stranger to the stage and you've got experience. Do you think you have anything that can actually give you the advantage over the top girls in that first call out?
Yeah, so my waist is super tiny, super
Just telling
tiny.
me.
Yeah, I would say it's comparable to Lola's, very tight, small. Um, but then if you look at Jessica, she has more of a wider waist, but she has very hard abs. With Sid being gone now, we don't know what the judges are going to do. Are they going to do a full reset? Are they going to want more of a vacuum like how Rhea hits hers? Or do they want nice and tight, small waist like Lola and I. So it'll be interesting, but I do believe I have that. Um, my shoulders are massive. My back is massive. And it's very, for me, I'm super proud of myself coming off of the ACL injury where my leg was, I mean, probably 6 inches smaller than the my good leg, and I was able to bring it up um, drastically in 8 months. I did not have an off season. I came off of Olympia and started my basically transition into the figure division. And, I haven't given myself a full off season. So basically, I know what my body is capable of. And when I put my mind to something, I know I can do it. Now, this is just, I don't know if you can see this, but
Okay, yeah, yeah.
if we're looking like how much I brought up my legs in 8 months, I mean, there's nothing I can't do. When I put my mind to something, I'm doing it. So, the ladies in the figure division, especially, the top 10 girls have great legs, but I do believe even with my injury, my legs are just as big as theirs. And I don't have to downsize anymore. I can blast my quads in the gym, hammer squats. Like this is all fun for me. And I can't wait to go into a full like year of an off season. So my goal now going forward is to compete at the Sasquatch Pro in 5 weeks
Yep.
and get that Olympia qualification for 2026, compete at Olympia and then shut it down and just focus on making everything bigger.
So we know the goal. Chad first call outs. 2026, Miss Truscott 2.0 in the figure division. After 2025, we see her, pushing for a title. But what is the bigger picture for yourself in the figure division? How far do you want to go? Do you have maybe a number of Olympia titles that you want to achieve to further cement the incredible icon legacy you already have within the Olympia?
Yeah. I haven't thought that far. I am young. So, and figure is way easier on the body than fitness. So I last time we spoke, I think I told you like, hey, I might only have a couple years left. Well, I have a lot of years left now. Um, and I definitely want Olympia titles. I want Olympia titles for figure. Is there a number on it? No, but I am looking forward to this year getting feedback from the judges and seeing what they want from me, especially Vice President Tyler Mannion. He hasn't seen my body since last year's Olympia. So, with the fitness division, it is similar criteria to figure, the quarter turns, the X frame, but I wasn't standing beside girls like Lola. I was standing against, very petite women. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to his feedback.
He's judging the Sasquatch show, did you say? Is he judging
No,
Sasquatch or is he could just be have Olympia
uh,
now, isn't he? Who's head judging
Olymp
Sasquatch?
that will be Sandy Williamson. So she's
Okay,
also an Olympia judge, which is
of course, yeah.
phenomenal. Yeah.
And who was the head judge at the Tupelo show?
Her name is Mo.
Okay, so Sandy, it'll be the first time Sandy's seen you since Olympia as well, then I guess.
Correct. Yeah. And then
Okay,
Mo actually judged me at this year's Olympia.
yeah.
Um, and her feedback was it honestly touched my heart. She was like, Missy, as soon as you walked on stage, like you are the it girl. Like my eyes just could not get off of you. So that was really like, wow, that was freaking cool because um obviously in the fitness division, the physique round is only 1/3 of your score. So I I worked posing, but it wasn't how I pose now. So I have a posing coach, Christina. She's a women's bodybuilder, and she is just phenomenal. She's totally changed my presentation and my confidence on stage. And it's not like a fake confidence. It's me. Like it's my bubbly personality. I'm not trying to be all like sexy and like pouty. I'm just like, just literally enjoying being up on stage. So I hope that, well, it clearly showed because Mo loved my posing. So I hope that I'll be bringing something a little different than what the girls do now.
It's like so exciting, Missy. It is so exciting. God, every single division, there's so many storylines, and this is one storyline. It's obviously Sydney's gone. Who's going to take the title? Oh, Missy comes in as well. Figure she throws a spanner in the works. Lola wins Pittsburgh. Rhea's back. Jess just trying to go for the double after taking the Masters Olympia title. I mean, literally, it's everything's popping off for this year's Olympia, and there's so many headline acts. This is box office. This is let me see you, Lola, and Jess. If it's no offense to anybody with girls, get those girls there as well. But there's your box office. There's I know I did that whole if Olympia was WrestleMania. And
Oh,
I
I
think I
loved
did.
it. I
I
loved
was
it.
like, I think I was still in my SummerSlam hype at the time. But yeah, like I said, there's just so many things going on. Look, Missy, huge congratulations. And look, not just me, but bloody the whole Bible world would agree when I can't remember who it was. It was someone on your side posted a video. In fact, they sent me the video. Uh, of your eye walk of your individual presentation walking out, and literally like even though the camera's distant and it wasn't too great, you could tell straight away. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, Missy's serious. Yeah, yeah, she's now figure. It's all there. It's ready, and now we get to. Look forward to Olympia. Still getting a little sneak preview of Sasquatch, which is great. We love
Yep.
our content of Missy, always goes down well. And then then of course roll on the Olympia, which I'm absolutely buzzing about.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait. My body's already back to baseline, like where I was before the show. So I'm just cruising now, 5 weeks and then 8 weeks. So we got this.
It's very. Are you going to? Is there any more WWE match events lined up for yourself to go to, or was that? I think when I saw it, what sort of picture of you go to SmackDown? Was that just like in your area, in your hometown, or did you actually travel
Yeah,
for that?
so I'm in Seattle, Washington. So we get SmackDown like twice a year, and then we get Raw a couple times a year. But now they're doing their tour in the UK and Australia.
Yeah,
So they're not coming back until the new year. But fingers crossed, if I do really well at this
yeah.
year's Olympia, my husband said we can go to WrestleMania in the new year. So I'm like, oh, because it's in Las
They're
Vegas.
back in
And
Vegas.
yeah.
Wow.
So I got to
Now,
do, so he'll take me to WrestleMania.
if it was in Vegas and you had to pick one dream match to take place there that would just make the WrestleMania for you, what dream match would it be? That you'd just love to see
Yeah,
headline event.
I would love to see like, I would love to see The Rock, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and we could throw someone else in there
Oh,
for
you
like a
can't say
10.
John Cena. He's retiring at the end of the year.
Logan Paul. Logan
Logan.
Paul.
Wow. There's me thinking that you might go for I don't know. It's Rhea versus Charlotte Flair for the third time. I think they've obviously fought away twice,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's loads of things going on. But okay, so wow, Logan Paul, John
Love Logan
Cena,
Paul.
Cody and Rock.
Yes.
Have you ever done any trials for WWE?
Um, I have not, but I really wanted to. That's one thing I regret, not doing in my life. My husband and I talked about it before, actually. It was kind of funny. I just never had the opportunity. A lot of the NXT and the scouting is all in Orlando, and I'm
Yeah.
West Coast, and just never really like followed through with it. But I do believe that I missed my calling on that. And I'm probably too old now.
Still there in the world. I mean, it's not like you walked away, you missed out on three Olympia titles, and I
True.
mean, yeah, I think it all worked out just fine. Missy, you got some company. I'm going to leave you guys to it. Enjoy the rest of your day, and no doubt I'll probably try and catch up with you just after Sasquatch.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to doing another interview after Sasquatch.
Brilliant.